But in this case, we're talking about a 40-year-old man and an 18-year-old woman. And I'm just curious, if you think an 18-year-old woman is so stupid that she can't handle her personal affairs when it comes to dating, why do we let them vote?
Andrew Wilson humiliates this feminist while she is completely unable to answer this question from this heated debate on the Whatever podcast, as Andrew Wilson hits these women with this mental jutsu, questioning women's ability to vote if they can't even handle a relationship. Let's get in.
Let's say there's a woman who's 30, who's a virgin, and then there's a woman who's she just turned 18, but she's slept with 100 men. If a man has a preference for dating the 30-year-old virgin over dating the... Hold on, wait, let me think here.
Yeah, he
prefers dating the 30-year-old virgin over the... Now, granted, she is legally an adult, so I wouldn't consider either to be P-word, but
yes.
Which one do you think, like if a man was inclined to date one or the other, which one would be more P-word? The 30-year-old virgin or the 18-year-old with 100
How
bodies?
How old is the man?
40.
I mean, yeah, it's legal to date an 18-year-old, but I still don't think a man that's 40 years old should be dating an 18-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
So
but I think
he should go for the 30-year-old virgin then.
But why not?
Look at all the
Wait,
sexual experience that she's had. Because you said it comes down, the virgin would suck in bed. It's giving P-word. Mm-hmm. But she's a 30-year-old virgin, whereas the 18-year-old has had 100 sexual partners.
But your question is who should he...
Which one is more P-wordy?
I mean, both...
They're
both of age, but I do think a 40-year-old man, should he be dating an 18-year-old? I mean, to each its own, but I just don't think...
Yeah, they should. What's wrong with it?
I mean... I don't. Do you have a daughter or?
Yeah.
Andrew has daughters. Yeah.
You have daughters, so you.
Yeah, 4 daughters. Yeah.
You would be okay with your 18-year-old daughter dating a 40-year-old man?
Well, what would me being okay with it? Let's just assume I'm not okay with my daughter dating anybody because I'm a good dad, right? And that's all good fathers everywhere hate the fact that their daughters date anybody at any time for any reason. But the thing is I've been thinking about this because I hear women say this a lot, right? And I only hear it exclusively from women. That it's gross or in some way icky if a 40-year-old man dates an 18-year-old woman. Are you saying that an 18-year-old woman is too stupid to date a 40-year-old man?
I don't think you are thinking clearly at 18.
Okay, well then why can you vote?
Shit, I don't know.
Good
so
question.
Do you think that 18-year-old women shouldn't be able to vote?
I think...
Hang on, remember the question, answer to the actual question. Are you saying 18-year-old women are smart enough to vote but too stupid to handle their personal affairs when it comes to a relationship? I just want to make sure I get this clear.
I think voting, I can't really say the two correlate, because getting involved with a 40-year-old man, dating a man that has much more experience and could use that to his advantage in many ways is different.
So that 40-year-old man, if he has a lot more experience and he's way smarter in this type of thing, clearly he should be able to vote. Why should the 18-year-old who's too stupid to date the 40-year-old man be able to vote? That's what I don't understand.
Stupid doesn't equal inexperienced. You could
well,
just
then
be
what's the problem
young
with them
and
having a
inexperienced
relationship?
and not stupid. Dealing with a man
okay,
is way
sure.
different.
So if that's true, then what would be the problem with them dating?
Well, I want to go back to the question that I have for you, and I want to go back to the question I have for you. You said you have 4 daughters. Mm-hmm. Do you think it would be a good idea for your 18-year-old daughter to date a 40-year-old man? Yes or no?
I would advise my 18-year-old daughter not to date any man.
No, that can't be I'm saying if your 18-year-old daughter said...
How can it not be? Do you know any would include all 40-year-old men?
I think...
So any would include all 20-year-old men, 30-year-old men, 40-year-old men, 50-year-old men, and include all of them, not just some of them. But in this case, we're talking about a 40-year-old man and an 18-year-old woman, and I'm just curious if you think an 18-year-old woman is so stupid that she can't handle her personal affairs when it comes to dating, why do we let them vote?
Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree, but I think Andrew Wilson makes an awesome point on this. I've actually never really thought about it that way, but yeah, I mean, if you're going to say as an 18-year-old woman, they are incapable of handling a relationship with a man or an older man, but at the same time, you are going to allow them the privilege and authority and the power to make decisions as far as to where this country is going to go and to make public policy. Like that overlap doesn't make any sense to me. Like if you can do one, you should be able to do the other. I mean, if when men obviously can vote and also handle a relationship, we know that from history. Like that's already tried and proven. That's nothing new. But the other way around, yeah, I think that's an awesome question and really goes to show, like, yeah, I don't think it's a really good idea that they should be allowed to do that, because I think it's just ultimately becoming self-evident that it's self-destructive. But hit that like button if you're enjoying the video. It really helps the algorithm. I appreciate it. And let's get back in.
She never called them stupid.
Yeah, I never called them stupid, and
that's you.
I lost audio on this end.
Just how you made a comparison.
Nick,
to
did you do something?
I lost audio.
I had to adjust that. I'm gonna recall them back.
Wait, what did you change? We're getting it. We got it, Andrew. Here, I don't know if you can understand sign language. What happened, Nick?
It's just the normal audio thing that happened again.
Okay. That's fine. So going around the table, I'm just going to get everybody's take on this. Do you object to age gap relationships? Let's say the age, let's put it at 30 and 20. Do you object to that age gap?
A 20-year-old and a 30-year-old?
30-year-old man, 20-year-old woman, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
You're fine with that? Okay.
Wait, we were talking about 18 and 40.
Yeah,
so can we
that's
stick
way-
to 18 and 40?
We could.
I
we
think
could
that
do
would be
that.
more fair,
It is
because-
bigger.
Yeah, let's.
But I think a 30-20
let's
is a
stick
bit
to-
more likely to happen.
But let's stick to what we were talking about, because
I'm
that's
sure. I'm fine with
so
that.
18
Okay.
and 40.
18-year-old and 40.
Yeah. Well, if you don't mind, I'd like to get back to this before the audio cut out. Can you explain why it is, again, that you want 18-year-old girls to be able to vote if they're too dumb to manage their personal affairs when it comes to their
And
relationship?
like I said, she never called them stupid or dumb. That was your own words.
Well, then what would your objection be to it then?
I think that men that are 40 years old could manipulate you, could do a lot of things, and
Well, then this
a
must
relationship.
assumes that the 18-year-olds must be stupid then.
No.
I'm sorry,
You're
are
just
you
not
usually
that
manipulated by people who are smarter than you?
You're just not going
Or
to
dumber
be
than you.
as experienced. When you're 18, you're not going to be as experienced as you would be at 40 years old.
Yeah,
men
so
get
if you're
more
inexperienced,
nefarious as they get
if
older?
you're, so then this goes to my point. Hang on, let us finish our exchange here real quick, if you don't mind. This goes back to my argument then. If you're too inexperienced in the world to even manage your own personal affairs when it comes to a relationship, why would you be experienced enough to vote on the issues that would affect me and the nation? Do you want to explain that to me?
I don't talk politics, so
We're not talking politics. We're talking about voting.
Okay, so I just think just how your argument against virginity, preferring a virgin as preferring someone with blue or brown eyes, I just don't think your argument is as strong as you think it is. I don't really see the comparison.
Oh, well, what a fantastic counter argument. I don't think your argument's very good. It's not an argument.
When you're
That's just saying something.
when you're dealing with a man day in and day out, that is a lot different than sending in a vote.
Yeah.
Is that not? And
Okay,
you still
so
won't
I realize that everything on Earth that we could possibly imagine that we make an analogy to are going to be different, no matter what, right? So I can say, for instance, oh, this tastes like chicken, but it's not actually a chicken. The reason that we're making the analogy that it tastes like chicken is so that you have some reference in your mind to what the thing tastes like. We're not actually saying it's the thing itself. So knowing that, what I'm asking you here is if a man who is 40 wants to date a woman who's 18, and the woman who's 18 goes to you and says, I love him, I'm going to marry him because I love him, are you saying that shouldn't be allowed?
I mean, people could do whatever they want. Do I think it's appropriate? No.
Yeah, what's
Being-
inappropriate about it?
The age gap is
Yeah,
what's inappropriate.
inappropriate about it? What's actually problematic about it?
There's
She
a-
loves him.
there-
He loves her.
There's a big power struggle there.
Well, hang on. There's a power struggle in every relationship, regardless
And
of
more
age.
so with a 40 and an 18-year-old than
Prove
someone
it.
that's...
No, that's not true for every relationship. One, there's no way you could ever demonstrate that that's true. You could say maybe the likelihood of it increases, but so what? The likelihood would also increase if he was a 21-year-old millionaire and she was a 21-year-old who worked at Starbucks. There would be a massive power imbalance. Would you say then that they shouldn't date?
Well, you're saying if they were to get married, right? Would you... Are you married?
Mm-hmm.
You are? Can you tell me the age you got married?
I'd actually have to calculate it, but
But around time. Like, were you in your 20s, 30s?
yeah, I was in my 20s. Yeah, late 20s.
Late 20s. Okay. So, do you think that your relationship or your marriage with your wife would have survived if you got together when you were 18?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good for
I
you.
mean,
But
but let us assume for a second that I'm wrong, and it wouldn't have.
Okay.
So what? What would that have to do with anything?
I just don't think you are gonna make the best relationship decisions
Yeah.
at 18 years old. That's
And
my answer.
Folks, one thing I picked up on outside of the fact that this woman clearly can't articulate her answer to any real cohesive opinion, she just really doesn't like it because he's got more power. I mean, essentially it. But she keeps talking about, well, they can be manipulated, and that's not good for the woman. Do you think you can't be manipulated in voting? You think politicians don't manipulate people? So if you're going to say that you don't agree with the relationship of being with an older man because you could be manipulated, how is that not going to happen in politics? Most of these politicians are even older than the guy that you're dating. Hell, they could be a generation older and pros in the game. They're professional manipulators. So how are you going to equivocate the right or the not an 18-year-old dating a 14-year-old, like that not being okay because of manipulation and bad and a power imbalance, but not see the same structure and power imbalance over in voting when you're dealing with corrupt politicians, Nancy Pelosi's and Chuck Schumer's and all that. It's the same thing. So if you're going to be manipulated in both positions, well, then don't do either. Like, if you really wanted to be consistent with that, cool. Don't be an 18-year-old girl. Don't dating 40-year-old men. That's fine. But also give up the right to vote. Like, if you're really going to protect yourself from manipulation, let's be consistent with this logic and play that all across the board. But let me know in the comments, folks, and what you thought about what Andrew Wilson had to say, absolutely crushing this feminist in this clip. Thanks again. Like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.